All right, a couple more topics then to your questions, please. If you're new, particularly want in on the conversation, raise your hand. Not made huge Epstein developments. CNN unearthed some old video of Donald Trump with Jeffrey Epstein at Trump's wedding to Marla Maples and at a Victoria's Secret fashion show. Here is a New York Post story on Maxwell 105. Their reporting says, and it's if you read the story, it's not as explosive as the headline might suggest, but people are still talking about it. The Justice Department seems like they're going to talk to her very soon. The Hill is trying very hard to get her up to the Hill with some sort of maybe use immunity. So just one or two things each. Dan, what happens next on the Maxwell story?
On the Maxwell story, I think
on the Maxwell.
I think she ultimately speaks, and it is unbelievable the House got shut down on this, and it's going to be right back there in September. I don't know why they didn't deal with this before they adjourned.
Not necessarily, because the facts could change significantly before then, and takes the heat off of the Republicans who want to vote with the Democrats. It could.
Yeah, it could.
Yeah. But it is. Sean, before you go, it's insane that the House had to adjourn over this. Insane. Sean.
So I had Will Chamberlain on the show last night from Article 3 Project and asked him a very similar question. And the thing that's interesting is that from a legal standpoint, his words, not mine, is that you would assume that she would have proffered some stuff prior to sentencing. You get in 20 years. So if you had something, you would have assumed that her lawyers, which by all accounts represented her well, would have had a proffer of some sort that would have said, hey, we got something to trade.
Unless she's saving it, she was saving it for a pardon.
So we're going to take a 20-year sentence and say, I hope Donald Trump wins, and then I can I mean, I get it.
Well,
but his point was,
if the side, I'm sorry, but if the side of the ledger was, if I sing, there's a downside. Somebody might try to kill me, or open a can of worms, whatever. I'll go in and hope Trump wins, and then get a full pardon rather than 5-year reduced sentence.
Look, I can tell you, and maybe I'm just a wuss, but I wouldn't want to go to prison for 20 minutes. So the idea of a bank shot of like, hey, I'll take a 20-year sentence, hope that Donald Trump gets elected, hope that I can proffer up something else that would get me out on a pardon. I mean, and if you're wrong, you're doing 20 hard.
If what she has is significant, presumably it could threaten her life.
So like, look, all right. I again, that was my legal 2 cents, which I am completely unqualified to give. Here's my political sense, which is this is like, it's literally drip, drip, drip. I gave you my analysis a long time ago about how you snuff a crisis out. We are entering the 3rd week of talking about Jeffrey Epstein in light of a secure border, a big, beautiful bill getting passed, trade deals, foreign policy wins. And I'm like, get it over. Find out what you have, put it out. I think there is somewhat, at least from the people I talk to, consensus. The only thing that will solve this at some point, or at least mollify some of the, because no one ever, you could come out and say, this is every single thing that we have. And there is a percentage of people that will never be satisfied. Leaving them aside, go do the press conference. AG Bondi, Todd Blanche. I would get Harmy Dillon. I'd get Ed Martin. I'd have every MAGA dude sitting at that thing and saying, here we all are, like MAGA unified. Here's everything we know. Here's how we're going to explain it. But you got to get this over with. I don't want to talk another day about Jeffrey Epstein. Either figure it out or move on.
Dan, anything else you want to say about Epstein?
No, I thought Sean did it really well.
All right. I want more great clips like that? I've got an idea. Hit the subscribe button, be part of the Two-Way community, never miss a clip. And you can always watch our full episodes, join them live, go to twoway.tv.